Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla, here to talk to you today about the Metzeler Sportec M7 RR tire. You should be checking out a Sportec M7, specifically if you want to push your motorcycle a little bit in less than ideal weather conditions. Now these tires are going to be primarily geared for sportier bikes. However, they're going to fit on some smaller bikes as well. Tire sizes run from 150 to 200 in the rear. So not only are the 600 and 1000 cc fellas going to be covered, but some lower displacement bikes are also going to be able to use this tire on the bike. Now, when you're looking at tires, if you're shopping for something like an M7 RR, you're probably also taking a peek at some other tires too. The Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 is a competitor, and I'd say this tire probably sits somewhere between, say, a Michelin Pilot Power and maybe a Pilot Road Series tire to give you an idea of what this thing's actually playing against. So before we kick off and I tell you exactly what's going on with this tire, let's discuss the name really fast. The M7 RR actually references road race. What Metzeler did was applied some technology that they developed for this tire specifically for the Isle of Man road race. If you guys have ever seen that, you know it's a pretty grueling race. They're hitting breakneck speeds out there, but they're on regular streets that regular Joes ride every other 364 days of the year. So what they're trying to really tell you here is that this is a tire for going fast in less than ideal conditions. So they've done a couple things to this tire that change it up a little bit from the M5 that it's replacing. So firstly, the contour of this tire is a little bit different. The profile, the shape of the tire has flattened out just a little bit. It's going to give you a slightly larger contact patch, especially in the turns. That should be a confidence boost for those of you who kind of like getting it when you're coming through the corners. Now the other big deal here too is they've gone to a dual compound in the rear, single compound rubber up front. And what that means is we've got a hard rubber across the entire carcass of the tire. The bottom of the tire is this fairly long wearing rubber. And in the center strip, it's that same rubber. So you're going to get that hard wearing tire rubber underneath, giving good support to the shoulders. And it's also going to give you a nice strip in the center that's going to provide good tire longevity. And that's the 20% of the center section of the tire's total cross section. So if you take a peek at this, I'm not sure if you can get it or not, if you can actually see that band of harder rubber, but that's going to help this tire live a long life. Out of the shoulders, though, we have a little different story. 40% on each side is a softer rubber compound laid on top. So again, when you have that bike pitched over in a turn, you should be feeling quite a bit of confidence because you have that more supple, more adhesive rubber off to the sides. I'm going to recommend this tire to a couple different people. First, folks who like riding in the cold weather, specifically because this thing has a bunch of silica in it. So not only do you have that grippy rubber on the sides, but you've also got lots of silica. And as we know, silica helps out a lot in wet weather. If it's cold out, odds are pretty good you might be running into rain, slush, sleet, things of that nature. Again, not just weather here. You know, Metzeler definitely explored different temperatures. They explored pavement irregularities here. And then they also, put a little time into thinking about things that are on the pavement. How many times have you come through a turn, you've seen sand or gravel? The high silica content here, again, if you run over a wet spot coming through a turn, should give you the confidence you need to continue on with your ride. I haven't run a set of these yet. I'm looking forward to. Those of you guys who know Buzzsaw from our videos has a set on his Tiger right now. He swears by these tires. I can't wait to give these tires a try. I like to get out there sometimes, again, when it's kind of crappy out, and I'm guessing I'm really going to enjoy this tire. Now my opinion is not the only one that matters, so click that info button. Check out some other riders are saying who are rocking a set of M7 RRs on a bike that's similar to your own. Of course, if you've got more specific questions, don't be afraid to get in touch with us. You can give a ring to one of our gear geeks, 877-792-9455, or always drop us an email too. See us at RevZilla.com. I'm Lemmy. I'm out of here.